Billy Graham said, "Only the forward-looking Christian remains sincerely optimistic and joyful, knowing that Christ will win in the end." And that's what we want to be, right? We want to be optimistic and joyful Christians, knowing that Christ will win in the end. And we ought to be forward-looking. And I start with that quote by Billy Graham because this lesson today about being a forward-looking Christian has a little bit of a kind of a self-helpy feel to it. And I wanted to lend respect to this topic by quoting Billy Graham. So let's look at our text. As they were walking along the road, a man said to him, "I will follow you wherever you go." A man said to Jesus, "I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." It's interesting that the most famous man in all history, the founder of our faith, Jesus Christ, was a homeless man. He said the Son of Man had no place to lay his head. He sometimes stayed in homes, but he didn't have a home of his own that he would call home. He said to another man, this first man had said to him, now Jesus says to this man, he said to another man, "Follow me." But the man replied, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." Question you might ask, by the way, before you start reading the text is, what questions does this passage raise? What questions does this passage raise? And this verse raises the question, why in the world did Jesus say this? "Lord, first let me go and bury my dead." Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their own dead, but you go and proclaim the kingdom of God." Now, two things that we want to look at here is, one is, what do the words mean? We've looked at that principle before. What do the actual words mean? And in this context, what we mean by that is, what does the word dead mean? We tend to think, well, dead means dead, like you're not living anymore, dead. But truth be told, that's not always what the word means, neither in English nor in Greek. Found this quote, "The Jews use the word dead often to express indifference toward a thing or to express something that has no influence over us. To be dead to the law, Romans 7:4, or to be dead to sin, Romans 6:11, means that the law and sin have no influence or control over us. We are free from them and act as though they were not." We use that word dead the same way. We might say about somebody I had some feelings for in the past and now I don't have any feelings for, and I would say, they're dead to me. And this word dead, the point is, does not always